Hi, Dr. Manish, Dr. Sasangi's clinic. I'm asking if, in case we are into a medical institution and medical funding for the last 200 years, why in last many years the pharmaceutical industry is unable to develop medicines for virus which can be a foolproof treatment for such viruses. I'll ask you why. Why don't the people come and they take the accountability that they're not being able to develop it? Instead of taking the accountability, the WHO supports and speaks that we are working for vaccinations. It'll take some more months to develop it. That means you still let us believe that you're going to develop a molecule which is going to kill or recover 100% COVID-19. No, this is not the scenario. Why? I'll tell you about it. WHO has undergone a solidarity trials. That means a trial which it says is because of the pressure and the speed of development of those trials and vaccination, that it has to keep the scientific norms at bay. It is taken into cognizance of all those molecules which in the last 10 years of their molecular research to develop a drug application out of them has been of no foolproof value. All the four molecules, number one I'll start with is remdesivir, that is an anti-Ebola agent. There's been not to be of any major effect in curbing Ebola outbreak last year in Republic of Congo. Now this drug molecule developed by Gilead Sciences has been given new lease for life because of COVID-19 scenario. It has been found to be effective in marmosets, that is a small monkeys on which it has worked, in test tube it has worked, but in no scenario it has come out of phase 4 trials to be utilized. Now number 2 molecule is lopinavir ritonavir, that is antiretroviral agent that's been developed in 2000 by Abbott Laboratories. It's been working to some extent and it has recovered HIV infections to some extent, but it's not been foolproof as there's been no signs and evidence of it working well against SARS infections. But still it's been taken into trial. Now the third molecules are chloroquine, that is called extraction of quinine, that is a anti-malarial drug. Chloroquine, hydroxychloroquine, that is called HQCS, has been utilized as an anti-inflammatory for rheumatoid-like disorders for a long time. Now there's been a propaganda of it being utilized for COVID-19 infections, been found in some of the sporadic incident of treatment that is found to reduce on the morbidities out of COVID infection. But I'll tell you, I'll quote out in last 2 months of research work at France, at Italy, 20 patients has been taken and they've been found to be no scientific evidence of chloroquine helping them. It is counterproductive. If you have an heart or kidney or liver existing problem, then it put your life into more stake than compared to COVID infection. And one of the internal medicine professor in US has spoken recently 3 days back that chloroquine has not been found to have any evidence of its effect on COVID-19. Now the fourth agent is interferon together with antiretroviral agents, that is interferon beta. Interferon beta is also the part of MBBs or biologicals, which has been worked with the medical sciences, spending crores of rupees on it. This is again the last research work in last 2 months has been said to have not a major benefit of in treating moderate cases of COVID. Instead, it has caused fertility to come worsened after it's being used for the patients in a later stage or severe stage. So I'm telling you that WHO has been funded so strongly across the globe, millions of dollars has been pumped to develop the vaccination and to develop these drug trials, all stale elements, and they're trying to make a fresh cake out of it. Why the funding should not be done with non-conventional medical sciences when you have a scenario where you are going to put your all stake on the drugs where there's not been any results and you're trying to, in a desperate mode, that you're trying to work on those medicines, you're directly putting into trials and consent of all the countries, and doing so you may put jeopardy of lots of life which might not have died because of COVID infections by putting these medicines and molecules into it. Why it is happening? Because of single stream of medicines that is called mainstream, that is called allopathic medicines, monopolization of medical systems. That's why we require a democratic thought process in medical healthcare industry. It should not be monopolized. Entertainment media. Why I'm telling you is with full responsibility. I have a reason to tell that the non-conventional treatment protocol should come forward now. The medical systems has been divided into two parts right from last many years, maybe more than 200 years. One thought believes that there's a holistic medicines, there is a holistic approach, and one believes in germ theory. The latter, that is called modern medicines or mainstream medicines or allopathy, which is called in India, is based basically upon the germ theory of the principle is based upon antipathy or germ theory. Whereas most of the treatment like homeopathy, like yoga, they depend upon the holistic concept that there's a life force inside, and once it becomes active, there's no disease. So working on non-conventional thought process has to have a very strong willpower, support, and strong funding. And I'm sure about the reasons behind it. Now, the first reason comes out to be the medical or the dominating medical stream that is called mainstream. In the last 200 years, it has been funded 100% across the globe. There's been so much fund, so much of institutions, so much of hospitals, so much of scholars, so many of institutions has been associated with medical science. 99.9% of funding has gone into it, but still diseases like Ebola, diseases like COVID, and maybe many future outbreaks to come. There's no a single prescribed molecules developed in the last many years to save us from these infections. This is not a new one. So if total pharmaceutical industry has failed into it, somebody should come forward and tell that we are unable to take care of it. We are working for it, but as per the science, we are very honest that we don't have any molecules which can be prescribed as a drug. No one is coming. Even those all the countries which has had the maximum fatality, those medicines and those fatality were the patients who were already having more than one sickness, and they were already upon certain antihypertensive drugs and anti-diabetic drugs for the period of more than 3 months or 3 years. And whereas only 3% has been dying who's not having any medicines. That means over medicines, over vaccinations, and all these institutionalization of medical science in these very well developed countries has also a role to play in less fighting of the body for these new viruses, influenza-like viruses everywhere. I'm sure about it, and there's been a paper coming of ACE2 inhibitors and ARB inhibitors, which increases ACE2 expression, which makes the susceptibility for these viruses. This is only one small work, and the more work should be done to see which medicines is producing a collateral damage. That means that 80% of cardiac medicines, which is ACE2 inhibitors or ARB inhibitors for blood pressure and cardiac control, may put you in jeopardy, and the business will be put into a jeopardy, as well as the patient's life. If we see, if this research goes further and found to be correct, then definitely these medicines are putting you at stake, the people who are taking these medicines. But again, there's been lobbying against it. I'm not telling they're right medicines or wrong, but for the researchers to see if what is wrong and what is bad. Again, I'm telling you, instead of working on the chemicals, please look into the holistic concept of life. I believe in germ theory because I've been a biology student and a science student, but the life is not a linear equation. It is more than a linear equation. This is a biology. This is a life sciences. Please understand, life doesn't work on the arithmetic principles. So you cannot have only one drugs controlling the medical science. You should have a different thought process, and non-conventional treatment is one of the thought process. I'm not telling it is scientific. I am telling it is very effective treatment. Find out the science behind it, develop the therapeutic trials on the scientific grounds, develop the immunokinetics behind the working, and then you can replicate the model across the globe, and this is going to be very cheap. So again, my sincere request to all of you is to look into it. We are here. We are ready to volunteer for the good cause of society, and I'm sure that government of India shall look into it. And आप सबको मेरी बात आखिर तक सुनने के लिए धन्यवाद. Thank you. I'll come back. Non-conventional sources. My job is to let you know that we've been speaking so hard with research trials and all, but in the last 200 years there have been so many research trials. Has any molecules being developed? Why we have to shut down the economy? Because we are unable to give a molecule. Why don't we come up and take the responsibility that we are unable to develop a scientific drugs for this? No one is taking that. WHO trial is already on upon those medicines which are not been effective anywhere. Chloroquine, remdesivir, lopinavir, interferon. They have been already tried and tested in the last 10 years against MERS and all. But no medicines has come up as a phase 4 trial which can be utilized by society for market surveillance. No medicines has come to that level. They have all been without any evidence. But now with the desperation, WHO has taken full-fledged billions of dollars pumping into development of drugs from these stale agents and vaccination industry. Again, we are going the same way, and after 2 years, we again stand up and face a new onslaught of a virus. It's high time we should pump into non-conventional medicines. Please consider changing paradigm shift in the medical care. Let not the monopoly of a single system of medicines, let the monopoly of the best thing for human being to be kept there. Let all system come together, work in synergy to take care of human being. My sincere request to all of you who are listening to me is to look into funding, promoting a scientific temperament and scientific therapeutic trials in homeopathic medicines and Ayurvedic medicines at this final stage. And I've already put my papers and I'm sending a paper to you at your mail ID also. And I'm sure that very soon we shall be developing with lots of good solution for COVID-like infections in homeopathy. I'm working for it. I'm going to come back again with latest news. Thank you for listening to me till the end.